morning, good afternoon, and good night, old trovians. Of course, welcome to the stream. This is Gamer Smith coming back once again, basically with the morning slash nighttime stream. It depends on where you're to in the world. Hopefully, everybody's doing great. Of course, we're not into the storm yet. Like I said, I was making a stream just before we hit there because like I said, I might be down for a couple of hours. I don't know what's going on with that yet. Hopefully, it doesn't hit us too bad. Like I said, we're supposed to have 80 to 100 click plus hour wins, which is not what I like to hear because, like I said, that means, like I said, with the weather and stuff like that. Now I'm looking for something. Okay. Do I have? No, I don't. I don't have this one upgraded yet. I'm gonna upgrade that one next. Anyway, hopefully everybody's doing great. No, I'm gonna basically try to get my disc gem done before I continue on, which is gonna cost me a little bit, but it's actually gonna be worth it because I want to get that last empowered gem done. So I'm gonna go along and tear up. I'm not going to tear up like the cry, but I'm just going to tear this one up and just go bloop. Ooh, that gives me a lot of PR. Nice. Well, leaderboards. Let me see. Nice, nice, nice. I'm not even up. That's not even updated yet. But it's all good. Yeah. Okay, what I'm going to do right now is trying to figure exactly what I'm doing because I do have my DPS pretty high, but there's another problem with this character. As you notice, I've got too much HP. I got 3.3 mil. Oops. But that's easy to fix. I could customize it and make it a little bit better and so on and so forth. But I know I do still quite a bit of damage. Now, this is the character I was mentioned before that I'm going to be working on in the future. I'm going to be using the Solarian, of course. And right now, I'm not into the Solarian itself because I'm still working on my Shadow Hunter. But I'm just getting everything ready for when I do switch over because I want to give this guy a break, of course. And what I'm going to be doing here is looking for more gem boxes and stuff like that this morning and try to get as much as tons as possible with that. Now, I need some yellow and I need some cosmic, of course. Like I said, if this is the very first time you're actually in my stream itself, you can actually check out my YouTube channel itself as well. Like I said, there is a link in my description as well that you can actually go along and click on that. Or basically, you can find me if you can't find that link itself. You can actually go and look for Gamer Smith, look for the Blue Wolf itself, and basically just go to that channel. I do have quite a few videos and stuff on this game itself, and basically working on some more stuffs as well. So, like I said, it's just one of those things that I've been currently working on and making stuff work right for everybody, of course. I do help trovians or people that do play trove. Like I said, sitting with Minecraft and stuff like that. I do help people with that as well. You just got to have, like I said, I've got to have the time enough to be able to do it, and you got to have the time enough to be able to just do what you need to do as well. So it's just weird, you know. Plus, like I said, I'm from one of the part of the world. Most of you guys are from the other part of the world, so it's just kind of a conflict between two time zones. So it's just, how can I say it? It's just a little bit of let down to a point because I tried to fill in every single time zone, which is kind of a lot of work. Because sometimes, like I said, trying to do the morning stream, sometimes I'll miss the morning stream if I don't have work and whatnot. But like I said, I'm still working on a few things itself, trying to get as many streams as possible in, and try to get my channels and stuff up. So yeah, it's just a lot of work when it comes to that. So Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It's a lot of fun, and it's like I said, it's a lot more fun helping you guys because right now I'm pretty much finished with Trove. Like I mean, yes, I'd still do play it on and off, but I'm actually pretty much finished with Trove. Like I mean, I've got the most mastery I'm gonna need and whatnot. Now I'm not gonna stop getting mastery. Don't get me wrong there. But like I said, it's just one of those things that I'm absolutely finished with that. I'm pretty much, like I said, I'm waiting for the grind, for the gems, get waiting for the next update if there's going to be a new update. That's the only thing I really get to work on. And like I said, I'm not losing a great big huge deal of that. Like, I mean, it only goes to 46K right now. I'm at 45. I'm basically less than 1K away from actually being maxed, which is very easy for me to do currently. So yeah, like I mean, then I'm gonna be working on the Solarian. I've got my Solarian already set up with all the gems and stuff like that. I'm just waiting for the morning reset now, and I'll be doing streams right straight across, so I'll be able to actually keep on doing that. Now, do you, if you do have a question like that, or even a comment itself, you can feel free to do so. Of course, my channel is open for that. Like I said, if you are stuck in Trove itself, you can always ask the question, and I'll be able to actually help you as much as I can. Now, the only thing is with saying that, like I said, is just basically like I mean, I'm trying to do like 2 or 3 streams a day, trying to fill everybody in, basically trying to fill in different time zones. So it's a lot of work. Like I said, doing each one of the time zones. Now, if you do need, like I said, stellars and stuff, now I do not play the game for you. I will help you as much as I can. Like I said, with somewhat gear. Like I said, gear to me is absolutely useless now. Like I mean, I've got pretty much everything done crystalline. Like I said, I like to be able to get a crystalline 5 ring, but since they're so hard to get, plus you need to be able to have your paragram up as well to get those. And I've been working on my paragram quite a bit, trying to get all the mastery first for paragram. Then I'll go back and start working on my rings and stuff like that. So it's a back and forth type of thing that I'm doing right now, girly. So yeah, like I mean, it's just one of those things that I need to do with this character to basically to finalize it to whatever the case may be. But I'll work on that as I'm working on the rest of my characters because paragram, of course, is very easy to get. When you're working on basically several different characters. Same thing with mastery. For the paragram levels, it's very easy to get to. Like I mean, until you get up to the higher levels, then you are basically needing a little bit more EXP per level. But it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Like I said, I'm trying to be able to get my paragram levels up so I can actually get a more stuff done and stuff like that. And hopefully I can get up close to 6K to 46K today. I was openly trying to get to an extra 200 on my points on my character yesterday, but of course, like I said, I took a break in between, which you do need to take a break, even if it's only a few hours, or even if it's only 45 minutes, or whatever the case may be. And then just to be able to take a break and take a break from streaming and take a break from everything. Because, like I said, if you constantly stream like that, basically you wear yourself out quite quickly. So that's exactly what I tried not to do. Like I said, so I can come back and pretty fresh and whatnot. So, like I said, plus then I'm not basically stumbling into myself either. So it works quite well. And I know, like I said, streamers do get into those zones. Like, I mean, and literally get into those zones. They'll try to fix it by drinking like energy drinks, or they'll basically edit the crap out of their videos. Like all my videos is basically is live streamed, and basically everything that you see me do right now, it's never pre-recorded. So, like I said, it's just one of those things that I like doing. So, like I mean, it's when you ask me a question, I'll be able to answer right quick, and I'll be right there with you guys. And that's the thing. And this is exactly what I've been doing the last quite a bit. So yeah, like I mean, I love doing that because of the fact that, like I mean, you don't have to wait for an answer or whatever the case may be, or a reply back, and so on and so forth. Now, like I said, my YouTube channel, like I said, when it comes to that, well, you can still leave messages there. I will get back to some of them when I can actually get a chance, and I'll see what I can do with that. Like I mean, in the future. The only thing is, right now, I'm working on trying to keep myself live as possible and try to get myself done that way. So I'm not basically struggling with anything. And so you guys basically get some information and stuff like that. You know exactly what I'm streaming and whatnot. Like I said, my streaming is still a bit erratic. Like, I mean, just because, like I said, when I got to go to work and everything else, like I said, next weekend now, I get to go to work Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So I'm going to have those 3 days, basically, me going to work, and that you're not going to see me probably not streaming as much or not at all. So I'm going to be taking those 3 days to do work. But besides that, I'll be able to still be able to come back and still be active as I've been doing, or try to be more. Like I said, I can't be no more active, but I try to be active as much as I can when I can be. And like I said, it's all to do with entail with work. Now, if my schedule do change, I'll be able to let you guys know. Like I said, I work every second week, and that's the only way I can actually can afford my entertainment, of course. And like I said, that's the only way I can actually, like I say, buy computer parts and stuff like that, because I do it through work. Like I said, if I get a chance of actually building up, like I said, anything else to basically to switch over, I basically would like to be able to do that as well, so I can actually do more streaming and that with you guys, and get more time in to make longer streams, and to say for me to actually be able to do it that way. So, like I said, instead of me actually splitting up my streams as much, I'd be able to do like probably 12-hour streams or something like that. I don't want to do too many of them because I know, like I said, it just, yeah, it's just that it's not my forte when it comes to that. I don't like making really extremely long streams, just because a uh, most of you guys, like I said, going back and forth to school and stuff like that, and also B, like I said, you don't want to be trying to hold your bladder when you're trying to actually watch a stream. And I know that's, like I said, another thing that's very unhealthy as well. So, yeah, it's just one of those things, you know. It's just like, I look at exactly what it is. Like, I mean, I know you can pause the stream, but I'm just trying to make a joke out of it, of course. But no, like I said, I like the still doing my streams, and I like to be able to do it that way because the fact I can cover more time zones, and like I said, I'm not wearing myself thin, and like I said, I can actually still enjoy doing what I'm doing, and be able to help you guys out as much as I can in that direction. So, yeah, just working around different things around the clock, and hopefully be able to actually do something later on, even more so than what I'm doing now. And I like to be able to do that. Like, I mean, it's just something I've been working on the last little bit, so it's not too bad, I suppose. Like, I mean, it's what it is. Like, I mean, right now, like I said, just waiting for the reset, which is only a few more moments time. Then I can actually start grinding. Well, basically next week, I do believe I'm going to be starting to do. If it's not next week, it'll be the next week after. I'll start doing delves and stuff like that. So if you do need a hand with delves beforehand, just let me know. And like I said, because it's a great way to get a chance of getting C4 gear and so on and so forth. So you get some of the end game gear, and you'll be able to get a lot more stuff as well. So you'll be able to actually get that much of it, more of an oomph in your game itself. Now, like I said, I'll say within the next little bit, because I'm still working on, like I said, a good delve character and stuff like that. This one is not bad, but you know, it's just, yeah, I'm just looking for something stronger now currently, and so I can get stuff to work. And like I said before, what I said before in one of my other streams, I went along and I was looking at the Solarian, some people using that in delves. I see, like I said, the great aspects of that one and so far, like I said, and it looks very promising in that direction. So that's exactly what I'm thinking about doing. Like I said, I might think of even basically swapping out one of my empowered gems just to give it a little bit more light, because like I said, a little bit more light damage, so I can push to my stats a little bit higher. Right now, I've got everything set for my Solarian as current. Now, if I basically wanted to basically switch it over just a little bit, I know what gems to use because I got the gems in my inventory and just working on everything else between that. So yeah, like I said, it's what it is, you know. And hopefully, I can actually be able to do something, like I said, with that character within the next month or two. I'm never in no rush to do it because of the fact that I do have my Shadow Hunter that can do my delves pretty decently and still get all of the bonuses from that. So I'm not never no rush to do that. So like I said, I usually try to get 17 levels, which is the old Shadow Tower levels. I know there was like five Shadow Tower levels, but I'm talking about the boss levels, because when you do like the 17, you'll get all the bosses, which is including. Actually, no, my mistake. It was six bosses, but you get the six bosses in the 17 run, so it's not bad. So I'd be able to grab all those. Now, the thing is, I'll be able to get to the Out the Moon stuff or whatever the case may be. And like I said, yes, I'll correct myself on what I'm actually misinforming, because I do not want to be doing that, because that's just wrong. But yeah, like I said, it's one of those things that I try to avoid as much as I can. Now, what I'm doing here is looking around for more dungeons, and I don't see no more dungeons on this platform. So I'm gonna have to move over to the next platform and do it that way, and grab some more stuffs. Now, I'm just hopefully in the next little bit, because I do have only a short period of time left on my PlayStation Plus. I will be renewing that within the next few days, or after this weekend after our work. So I'll basically have my Plus for another year, because I usually get the yearly subscriptions. I don't get the like the 3 month or 6 month or whatever, or even the 1 month subscriptions, because to me they're just absolutely a waste of money, because you get more time with your Plus, and basically you spend less money, and that's pretty much the good way of doing about it. And if you're basically active with your PlayStation anyway, you're not wasting it, because you get it back by all those free games and stuff you get every month. So it's all good. Like, I mean, sometimes you get a $79 game for free, even though you need pluses still to run it. In most cases, like the plus ones, the plus games itself, you don't get too many single player games through that. But it's just what it is. So I don't mind doing that, because, like I said, then I can actually play, like I said, Minecraft, a little bit more Minecraft with you guys, and so on and so forth. But right now, I still do have it for another 30 days. So I'm still working on that to try to get the funds together for that, and make it that work quite well. So anyway, like I said, when I get the funding for that within the next little bit, I'll be able to actually have it for another year. So it's all sweet. Anyway, hopefully everybody's doing great this morning, like I said, or this afternoon, whatever the case be, whatever time zone you're in. And like I said, hopefully I'll enjoy the stream as well. Like I said, if you do enjoy the stream itself, you can actually hit the follow button itself and basically give all the channel support, because every bit of support does help the channel itself and help it grow. And also, basically, you can actually visit my YouTube channel itself. You can go under Gamersmith, as I mentioned before. Basically, just look for the Blue Wolf, or just hit the link in my description, and you'll be able to go straight to my YouTube channel and basically get all my past videos and stuff like that, and basically get all the help in Trove that you will actually need in that direction. I do have several videos of breaking down the systematic system of Trove itself, so you'll be able to get into the game without being stuck or looking away for getting more PR and stuff like that. So this is exactly what I do with this with these type of games because, like I told you before, as I said and mentioned in a couple of streams before, that itself there is no manual to this game. It's just basically you've got to find information on your own, which is a lot of work. Or you can go along and just basically watch, like I said, YouTubers and try to get information that way. And I find that getting information from YouTubers, it's a hit or miss. So I'd be very careful with that as well. But like I said, it's just one of those things, you know. And it's what you want to do yourself. You want to do all the information and try to get all the information yourself. It'll take you a while because, like I said, I've been playing this game for 10 years, and I just picked this game apart. Like, I mean, I love doing that with games because of the fact that it's not just playing the game itself. It's just more to basically supporting the gamer and the gamer community, and it makes it more interesting for me. Like I said, if I'm answering questions of you guys and stuff like that, it basically, and helping you guys, of course, is basically making this game a lot more interesting to that point. It makes it a lot less boring for me because I'm pretty much finished with Trove, as I mentioned before in one of the other videos. Like I said, it's just that since I don't have really much left to do, it's like the only thing is to basically the aimlessly grind for more PR and probably a little bit of mastery, and that's just it. But there's no game for me left itself, just because I'm at end game right now currently, and that's just pretty much it. So helping you guys, like I mean, it's just a lot more fun, and basically gives me something to come back to Trove with. Like I mean, it's just one of those things that I like to do every day if I can do it at all, and I'll be able to actually help you with the information. So, like I said, if I don't have the information, I will actually find the information itself and be able to help you with that as well. So, like I said, it's just a lot of craziness to a point to where, like I mean, I might spend a month getting the information out. Like I said, if there's a major update, but in that month, I've got everything broken down and basically so I can actually make multiple different videos of it. So I know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not going to go along and say, hey, man, I know what I'm talking about, and I don't know a jack, you know. And that's exactly what I do. I try to do my best with that. So I'm not leaving you down into a dark tunnel and saying, hey, you know. I hate when basically people do that to people because it just annoys me so much. Like I mean, it's just to me, yes, it's nice to be able to have a little bit of competition. I don't play games for competition. I don't be trying to be number one. Like I said, if I wanted to be number one, I could spend a fortune in the games and stuff like that, and I could keep on doing that. But I don't like doing that because it takes the fun out of the game if I'm going to just buy everything in the game. And like I mean, it's just I love grinding for a lot of stuff. I like to be able to put stuff together and make it work right for me. And that's exactly the way I play it. Now I know there's a lot of people out there they can't really can afford stuff either. But if you're looking, like I said, for the shortcuts and stuff like that into the game to help you, now it's not going to be, like I said, an oh my god thing. It's not going to be. But if it does help like itself, and you find out that you can get higher PR faster with, like I said, with some of my videos and stuff like that, like I said, that's exactly what I'm there for. Like, I mean, it's just one of those things. Like, I mean, I turned around, and this is exactly how well I know the game itself. Like I said, this guy was 4.5K, and I said this story before, and I helped him quite a bit. And what I did was just basically got him for 4.5K right on up to 13K within a 5.5 hour break. And that's just constantly playing. It basically, I would have gotten him higher, only for he had to go to work the next morning. and B, like I said, and I was just ready to pass it from being overtired. So, like I said, once we were finished with that, I was very happy. There's another person actually I mentioned before in my stream that he said, "Thank you very much. Thank you for teaching me how to play trove." Basically, he was searching around for me for a while, and I didn't even know. Like I said, the guy just popped in and said, "Hello, this is me. This is whoever, you know." And he said, like I said, I've been looking for you. And I was like, what for? Really? What are you looking for me for? And he said, thanks for teaching me how to do different things in here, and made this game a lot more efficient, which I love doing because, like I said, as I just finished saying, like I said, there's no manual, there's no nothing to this game. But if you break it down and basically make a kind of like a video archive, like I said, a video manual, it does make it a lot easier for those players that I do play Trove and stuff like that. They come in and actually enjoy the game. And that's exactly what I try to do with my streams and stuff like that. So people are not trying to take a second guess on everything. And that's exactly what I do with people. Now, like I said, if you are low PR and you are mastery 20, I don't mind getting a set of stellars and stuff for you to a point. If it's your very first run, if you are new to the game, and so on and so forth, I'll be able to help you with that. And I will basically make a promise to you to that. Now, the only thing is, I've got one person, he was 800 PR, he was stuck. It basically asked me for a couple of things, but I said, no, I'm not going to play the game for you. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to help you with a little bit of stellars. And that's exactly what I did with him earlier this afternoon. Or actually, yesterday, to be exact. Not this afternoon, because that's way gone past. But like I said, it's what I do. Like I said, this is what I do for streamers, and this is what I do for the gaming community. Like I said, I don't play the game for you. I don't mind helping you out just to get you started. But beyond getting you started is like I said, with the grind of your character, grind of your gems. That's your own doing, of course. I don't play the game for you because I'm not a bot. I'm a human, and I will tell you that. And that's not a disrespect to the gamer itself. But I don't mind, like I said, helping you to get a head start so you'll be able to say, hey, this is exactly what can be done. This is exactly what I need to do myself. And basically, you'll learn a little bit too. I basically, as I said before, I try to drag people to my YouTube channel more than Twitch because, of course, Twitch is only good for like I said, weekly basis. So my videos only last about a week. Now, I do try to refresh my videos constantly and try to keep up to date and keep people up to date as well with the information. But it's a lot of work. So what I do is just basically, I got a YouTube channel on past ones. I do upload a lot of videos on there. Yes, it's basically all live, not pre-recorded, of course. And everything, like I said, is instantaneously when it comes to getting information. So if you've got a question like that, I can answer it right quick. And this is what I like to do with streaming, because if I can do that, people are not waiting around in my channel saying, what the hell, how you doing? And that's exactly what I'm looking at. Or basically message me and you give me a comment. Yes, you can comment on my videos. That's fine and dandy. But sometimes I don't get back to them right away. Sometimes it might take me about a week to get back to you. That's because I'm so busy with everything else. So it's not that I'm trying to neglect people or anything like that. It's just that I've got real life job and stuff like that too. So it just gets in the way sometimes. So that's exactly what it is. Plus, like I said, I'm from Canada itself, and I'm trying to deal with the U.S. people. It's not a problem. It's just the time zone as well, or time slots that I got to try to choose. Sometimes I try to do 2 or 3 time slots, which is really, really hectic on me sometimes. But I don't mind doing that to try to fill in all the time zones. I might do an hour or 2 stream, but I'm basically doing a stream probably 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, and probably 1 at night. And if I could do those 3 streams constantly, I could keep my information fresh for those people who are actually watching and stuff like that. So it does help with the community and stuff like that. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do. So, like, I mean, it's just something that I like to be able to do even more so. So I can actually do, I just say, multiple games in multiple different times, not just Trove itself. Trove is, it's fine. But, like, I mean, I like to be able to do, like I said, I started doing multiple games. I was doing Cyberpunk on my PC because what they're doing, what I just found out just a few hours ago, actually about half an hour ago to be exact, not a few hours ago, that are going to basically only focus on the PlayStation 5 and PC. They're going to drop off PlayStation 4 with Cyberpunk completely because it doesn't have the processing power to basically to do the frame rates and stuff like that. And that's what a lot of people were complaining about. So they're going to get only the next gen consoles and stuff like that, and next gen PCs. So the thing is, that means that game may fix itself. It might become back to the popularity for what it should be, and hopefully it'll be able to fix that. So I can basically start streaming that, which I was starting to stream it, but right now it's not. It's not a go-to game for people. Like I said, it's got a bad review. It's got a bad taste in everybody's mouth, and hopefully be able to fix it soon, so they can actually give it basically a new lease on life. Even if it's only the next gens, that's fine. Like, I mean, there's going to be a software that's going to happen that way anyways. There's going to be a lot of games that's going to happen that way because, like I said, all the new like basically Unreal 5 engine when that be more mainstreamed and so on and so forth, and the higher graphics engines that they're going to be using is going to need this processing power, and that's going to be a big, huge plus for gamers because they're going to get more realistic graphics and stuff like that, which, like I said, a PlayStation 4 is not going to be able to handle that well because of that reason. And like I said, even if you try to utilize it, because you got to remember, the PlayStation 4 is a very old console now. And like I said, it's understandable. It's understandable 100%. Like, I mean, for me to come from being a technician myself, and I do build my own computers and stuff quite often, and I do upgrade the systems itself. I'm after building systems for people so they can actually go gaming as well. It's just more so to do with the overall aspect of keeping up with the consoles and try to actually maintain the frame rates, the graphics without making the system, the console, the crap out, and so on and so forth. And that's exactly what they're trying to do. You got to remember, basically, back when the PlayStation 5 first was introduced, it's only running a 2070 video card. But a PlayStation 4 is running a heck of a lot less than that. Because you got to remember, it's a good few years between the consoles right now. And it's getting more and more apparent of that. So to see if you come up with the GTA 6. So will they actually come up with GTA 6 for the PlayStation 4? Maybe not. Will they come up with the PlayStation 5? It's guaranteed. Are they going to come up with a PC version of it? It's guaranteed. So, because of the fact that it's a lot more processing power and it's a lot more stuff to do it. So, all the new software eventually will be switched to the PlayStation 5, and I can see that happening. Now, there will still be games hit for the PlayStation 4, but as the PlayStation 4 gets older and older, you'll see the software and stuff like that going towards more the PlayStation 5. And then, basically, PlayStation 5 then becomes mainstreamed, but I can't see them completely taking it to PlayStation 4 until you get more PlayStation 5s out there, out on the main floor. So we'll get more players and stuff like that with the PlayStation 5, because they do not want to limit it the way they make money. And that's the big, huge thing. Because you got to remember, you're dealing with corporate businesses and stuff like that. And so, Sony is no difference in that. So, like I said, Sony don't want to be losing money just because, like, I mean, if you can make it, they're going to make it. And that's exactly what's going to happen. So, yeah, like I said, I do keep up with gaming information all the time. Hey, good morning. I'm a real bot. That's funny. How's it going, bot? No, I'm just kidding with you, man. So how are you doing, my friend? Like I said, good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Depends on where you're to. Like I said, do you actually play Trove? What's up? Usually the ceiling, dude. The ceiling is usually up, you know. I'm still up because it's early in the morning for me. Like I said, doing my morning stream to see exactly what's up in the world and see who's still alive in the world, to be exact. Yeah, 7 a.m. It's eight. It's eight. It's eight. I think it's eight. Yeah, it's 8:35 on my side, so it's about an hour and a half in a difference. So I'm thinking together that you're from the lower part of the U.S. or part of Canada somewhere. It doesn't matter anyway, regardless of that. But like I said, good morning to you. Like I said, how's your morning going so far? And like I said, I'm taking a guess. You're getting. Ah, you're from Canada. Hey, same here. Like I said, I'm not going to ask you where you're from because that's like personal information. But it's all good. Um, like I said, when it comes to that, baguette. Yeah, baguettes are actually good. With a little bit of cream cheese or something like that, or a little bit of cheddar cheese. It's really good. Baked in the oven. They're yummy. Well, how am I doing? I'm doing great. Like I said, I can't do no better, of course, this morning. Like I said, I like to be able to get some sleep a little bit, but we do have a storm coming our way. And that's another reason why I'm trying to do a morning stream just in case I can't do it because we are supposed to have 80 to 110 click winds over on this side. So it's going to be very, very windy. So we might lose power. And if we do lose power, of course, we're not going to have cable and stuff like that for about an hour or two, probably even three. So I'd be losing a little bit of stream time and stuff like that. So I'm catching up in the morning and then try to make up the difference in that direction. So yeah, like I mean, it's going to be crazy. No, this game is not cross-platform. That is the sad part about the part about it. Uh, like the only thing is, when it comes to that, I would love to see this game cross-platform because I would love to help you guys in that direction too. Like I mean, I do have a YouTube channel though that I do help people across cross-platform because, like I said, try to get the information. Like I mean, as I said before, I helped I helped many people to get their PRs and stuff up with their Stellar gear and stuff like that. I know Stellar is not that fancy right now, but I do have a PC account. I just don't play it. Like I mean, I've got myself that high in here, and I do not want to go back. I do not want to go back and go back and start myself all over again. You gotta remember, I've been playing this game since it got released on PC. I've seen the beta and stuff like that for it. I played the beta, I played the closed beta, and now basically I'm playing the console forward since it came out on the console, which is PlayStation 5. Or PlayStation 4, actually, I started off with, but I'll count PlayStation 5 right now because it's the console I'm using. But yeah, I've been playing for quite a few years. It's a lot of fun. And no, you can't. You can't not. Like, I mean, I wish you did that. Yeah, I wish you'd be able to transfer back and forth, even if it's not cross-platformed. I would love to see it where you can actually pay a little bit of money or do something like that to go along and do it that way so you can actually build it up in both cases. But it doesn't work that way. When you actually get like the mastery and stuff up, you're stuck. Yeah, exactly. Well, see, the thing is, where I'm actually endgame right now, and that took me years to get there. And it would still take me about 3 to 5 years to get back on PC to get all the mastery and stuff like that because I'll have to wait for all the events and everything else. That's the biggest huge problem. So I'm not going to go along and do it that way. I do. Sorry, I've got a PC account that is only go to the PTS server when the PTS server is actually open. So I try to keep up with new updates and all the information and also new events. Because, like I said, I can just hop on PC and just look at it and say, hey, this is what's coming up in the next 3 months. And they'd be like, oh, okay, cool. And then people be getting ready for that. So, yeah, that's exactly what I try to do in itself. Like, I mean, I've got nothing else to do here in this game itself, you know. And just to let you know, like, I mean, that's why I like helping people out as much as I can. Now, if you do, guys, if you really wanted to check out my YouTube channel, I'm Gamersmith. You can actually see it in my description anyways. But it's Gamersmith. You just look for the blue wolf, and you'll be able to go straight over to my channel itself. And you'll see all my videos and stuff like that. I do literally have this game picked apart. Like, I mean, all the videos that I did and I'm still doing itself will basically give you all the information in the game. There is information that I left out. There is a reason why. Because I want you to experience the game and learn a little bit about the game. But in most cases, I do have 92% of the game done, and all of the information is there. So you'll be able to get all your PR and stuff like that. The only thing that I did leave out is what empowered gems and stuff to use for each class, or how to build up each class, because that's a learning experience. I want to leave that to you guys itself, you know. Yeah. I love doing this stuff. I've been doing this stuff, well, basically for way too long to a point. But I love doing it. I love sharing information, and I love to be able to get more stuff. Like I said, learn more new stuff about this game itself as it's been released. Like, I mean, it's just what I do. And if it takes me a month to learn all the information, I don't care what I get the information from, or whatever the case may be. It saves time on you guys. Like, I mean, if you hop onto my channel and it's like, oh, this is what new thing is going to come out, I'll basically mention it in my channel, and you'd be like, oh, okay, cool. And then you basically get ready for that, and I'll tell you the materials that you will need, and so on and so forth. And it's a lot of fun doing it that way, but it does take a lot of time. It takes a lot of time and effort to do it that way. And if you're already on PC, well, great, you know, in that direction. But there is a little tiny discrepancies in this game. How do you upgrade Geode Mastery? Well, there's a couple of different ways. You can get the mounts from Geode, or you could actually get. Okay, I'll explain this. I'm gonna show you how to do it, because I'm gonna leave here because I'm only just doing gem grinding right now. So I'm gonna go back to Atlas. I'm gonna go to Geode Sanctuary. This is the easiest way to get mastery, by the way. Like, I mean, to start off with your Geode. And once you start doing this, you'll be able to keep on going with this. So just give it a second here. I'll be right into Geode. Now, basically, Geode Topside is a lot of fun, but it's its own grind. Well, these guys, basically, you can do these quests if you want to get, like, the Adventurine and stuff like that. But if you want to get it, basically, this is how you get mastery. This is one way. Basically to get mastery from Geode. Like, just get all these tools and stuff left over. Just do that quest. Trust me. You'll get a lot of mastery from that, from all 4 pieces. Then you can come up here and get the allies and stuff like that. Use the eggs. That's another way of doing it. Then you come all the way over here. You can talk to this guy. And there's another thing here. You can level your Christology. And you'll be able to get that up to 300, and that's how you get your mastery beyond 100, actually, to be exact, if you followed those 3 things. Because you'll get extra amount here. You get the basically the caves and stuff on the bottom to get your tools and stuff up. And your tools are just more than just used down in the bottom. They're used in doing the delves and stuff too. So you're not wasting your time saying, "Oh my God, it's one side of the coin," but it's not. So what you want to do is go in to get some eggs. and basically fill them up until you get the allies from them, because the allies are still worth quite a bit of mastery. And once you do that, you'll have enough mastery to get your 100 level. So you basically have, because you got to remember, even though you can still get light from those mastery levels from the geode. And another way of doing it too, if you go to Atlas, go to here, it doesn't matter if I'm an Uber 11, Uber 10, whatever the case may be, there is actually more mastery into the Leviathans, because you get the basically the hoverboards and stuff. There's 3 that will actually add to your overall score too. And then you also can be able to go, not here, this is a quest, but go to here, not here, but there's another NPC that you can get a few more mounts and stuff from it too. So you want to be able to get to the second table and be able to do it that way. This is only basically for adventuring, of course, and basically do it that way. Now, basically, what you want to do, you got, like I said, your mounts. I'm still missing 2 mounts in here because I'd never done a Leviathan in a while. But I'm looking for a team to go back and start doing them again. But at least I've got the very first one. So you get those 3 mounts in there. And like I said, you want to be able to get as much mastery from here as possible. And that's how you do it. You combine the areas is exactly what you do. And you'll be able to get that from that 32, and you'll be able to bring it up to about 200 by doing it. Because you'll still get that 100, but you'll still keep on getting levels after that. Like, I mean, every 100 mastery points, you get 1 level. So that's how that works. Well, not a problem. Like, I mean, that's exactly what I do. This is what my channel is about. That's what my YouTube channel is about. Like, I mean, in that way. That's not a problem. What is the question, sir? What is your question? You say you got one more thing. I have three in PR, and I got to get my 40K. Okay, what you want to do with your PR? Okay, you're stuck with Crystalline. He's not a returning player. He's got enough PR. I know he's starting off with the Crystalline gear and stuff like that. Okay. Brisk, I got to ask one question. Okay, did you get into the Crystalline gems yet? Because the Crystalline gems will basically change your PR completely. And that's exactly what my question is. Because right now, I've got all Crystalline. You see my PR right now. It's at 45K. So what you want to do is just basically, if you got perfect gems already augmented, because this sounds like what you already did so far with your character. What you want to do is just basically go to your store. Now, you don't want to spend a lot in this. You want to go to gems, and you want to get some of these upgraders. And basically, they're 15K. If you've got enough qubits, but don't waste your qubits on everything. What you want to do is just get your cosmic gems first, so you get your light up. Like, I mean, I still got one more cosmic gem to go, but you want to get your light up first, so you can get that access to that Uber 11. Like, I mean, that's the only gems you need to really upgrade, and that'll give you your 30K straight off the hop. And once you do that, because you got to augment still, so that's between 30 and 40K. So basically, to get beyond 40K, you want to basically get your mastery and stuff up, and get your dragons to what your dragons you're missing, and then you want to get the rest of the crystalline, and that will actually get you to maximum. So that's exactly how that works. So, like I said, if you get any other questions, or anybody else got any other questions for me to answer, because that's exactly the way you do it. You want to get your light up first. Then you want to work on your rest of your gems. because right now I'm stuck in limbo because I'm still working on that. That is not a problem, sir. That should be able to help you quite a bit. Once you get your light up and maximize your light, uh, oh yeah, but he's not a returning player. He's just trying to figure out exactly how to break that barrier. If you can break that barrier, because there is a barrier between like Uber, like the 5K, there's a barrier between 10K, there's a barrier between, it's like every 5K, there's a little tiny barrier you got to face. You at least need a better crystalline gear, like get a crystalline 4 or something like that, or get better crystalline rings, or you need the crystalline gems. There is always a little tiny barrier between every 5K. Well, actually, it's not bad. Like at 45 to 46, it's not bad. What gets people? Uh, okay, you're still stuck at what? What PR are you stuck at, there, Bear? What PR are you stuck with? Because I can help you as much as I can. Because, like I said, if you're stuck at 45K, that means you might be missing dragons or something like that. But you got to remember, every dragon gives you 50 PR, and it gives you 250 mastery points. Right, right, right. Right, right. That's what I'm saying. I know exactly where you're coming from right there because I'm used to all that stuff. This is why I said I've been, like I said, trying to get information out to you guys because of that reason. Because when you're actually stuck at these points, like I mean, yeah, two dragons. I'm stuck with just having one dragon now currently, which is the new PvP dragon. I'm still working on that one, but I don't do PvP that much. So I'm like I said, I'm just doing the tomes right now. But yeah, like I said, you'll be able to progress. See, this is what I tell people before. With some of the dragons in this game, you can actually get, if you're a new player that's coming into the game itself, you get about two dragons per week. Well, that's what I was getting anyway, regardless of that. Because you get the dragon coins and everything from the alerts. You can also trade in some cubits for extra dragon coins and stuff. Dragons are easy to get. It's just the fragments sometimes gets people, or just having enough cubits to basically trade over. Plus, you get, like I said, you get the tome and stuff like that. That'll help too, because you get two tomes. You get one for 25, and you get one for 15, and you also get one trove of wonders with that 115. So, like I said, with the two of those together. Yeah, they do give PR, but they only give you 50 PR, which is not much. But the overall end game, it makes a huge difference at the end. Because of the fact that you don't want to be stuck with not having dragons. Because if you're missing dragons, it's not only giving you PR, it's giving you magic find too. So if you're missing like a whack of magic find, it will actually hurt at the end game. Because it'll actually hurt in your grind because you're actually missing that many more stellars or something else. Well, actually, the funniest thing is there is many methods that you can use. You can use Luxter and Cruxter to make flux by selling mounts and stuff like that. You can actually flip the market as another way of doing it. You can make millions by doing both. You can actually go along and farm like nitro glitter and stuff like that. Hey, Sir Dougley, how are you doing, my friend? Welcome to the stream. Of course, this is my good friend here, Sir Dougley. Like I said, he's been with me from almost, I can't say day one, but he's still there. Yeah, there you go. He does the same thing as me. Like I said, in marketing and stuff, I do the same stuff. Like, I mean, you just get to know exactly what sells the most and look at exactly what sells the least. And what sells the least, sometimes it's good to sell, but you got to sell it at mass. Sometimes to sell it the most, it's a good way to get a flux fix right quick. So basically, that's exactly how to do it. Like I said, Nitro sells quite well and quite quick, but it takes a little bit of time to actually farm that. So, you know, but it's different ways. You find your own way making flux. That's exactly the way I will say this. Because there's so many different ways of making that. Yeah. Well, see, the funniest thing is I love. Yeah, I know nitro farming is a snooze. This is something I was looking at itself, trying to actually do that at the same time. And like, I mean, I love like I would actually go along and build club worlds. This is another way to make flux too. Basically, taking the club world, making a couple of million off that, but actually buying club worlds for a little bit lesser price and basically flipping them, be like flipping property, can actually work too. Yeah, pixel art is fun to do as well. I do agree with their Sir Dudley as well. Like I mean, it's why if you get into certain things, like I said, to make this game a little bit more fun, because it's very easy to get the PR up once you get used to it, and it's also very easy to grind everything in the game. But it's what you do at the end game itself and how much time you spent into it. That is what makes a big, huge difference at the end of the day. Like I mean, I do a lot of grinding. That's why I'm such a high PR. But I like grinding more so than building. Like I mean, I know how to do, like I said, everything else. But I tell you, when it comes to building and stuff like that, I tell people this: do your research. Basically, enjoy the research that you do, and basically just build onto that research and just keep on getting that research over and over. Like I said, if you're into pixel art or you're making like castles or you're doing whatever, I do the same. I do say the same thing when I'm actually playing Minecraft. There's no difference. So basically, I try to help as many people, like I said, give them that suggestion because there's a lot of stuff that you can actually build, both in cases of Minecraft and here. So yeah. Yeah, like I said, farming topside is yeah. I don't farm a lot of topside. I go all over the place. It's just one of those things. I like to get my PR up so I can actually be better in delves and stuff like that. So I can help other people in a different direction. Like I mean, it's just a constant grind for me because of the fact. Like I mean, sometimes I don't make that much flux in a day because I'm actually grinding more mastery. And like I said, if I was doing the flux market, I would actually go along and start doing like the resources instead of grinding for PR. So I would actually go resource farming constantly. I would do like about 2 days of resource farming, and basically make one big huge mass sale and make 3, 4, 5 million flux in that one jump. And like I said, where I've got the tomes, it does help a little bit. Robotic salvage do not sell that high anymore than I got used to, but it's still good to sell it to basically new players and stuff like that, because you do see a lot of new players or a lot of returning players that needs it for the events and stuff like that. But you do have a tome for that. But if you don't have the tome, you'll still make a fortune even with that simple with that simple resource, because you do get quite a bit of it, and you can stockpile it, and very easily. And that's exactly sometimes what I do. Like I said, I'll run that tome. The flux tome is one of the worst tomes in the game itself because it only gives you 100 flux per every for every probably 25 to 30 dungeons. It's actually a load of BS to even use because you don't get enough flux from that. Like I said, you get more flux net from resources. So anyone, like I said, it's great for mastery though. It's awesome for mastery. But yeah, it's just one of those things that I do have all the tomes in the game. So yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You basically make a lot of on the events and stuff too. But I make a lot on the events even if I'm not into an events. Right. Like I mean, you got to remember this game is actually a classic game now. It's been out long enough to count as a classic. And this is one thing, another thing people don't realize either. Like I mean, after about 4 or 5 years of a game, Now, it's not counted as a legendary game until it's much older, and if it survives the legendary status. But a classic game usually lasts about 5 years, first 5 years. And that's when you get into the classic. Because after 5 years, you'll find exactly where your population is going to be, if it's going to be dropping or it's going to be increasing, and so on and so forth. That makes a huge difference. But it doesn't make a big, huge difference for for us as players. But it makes a big, huge difference for the developers and stuff like that. So, like I said, the first year or two, you will never know nothing. It's just like open up a business. You open up a brand new business, you just open up the doors and basically let your customers come in. But you do not really make no money until after the second year. And after your second year, that's exactly when you start making money. And that goes for most businesses out there right now currently. And that's exactly the way business work works. So same thing with gaming and stuff like that. Like, I mean, you make a percentage of it, whatever the case may be, but you still have to wait for that percentage. And that's exactly how that works. So, like I said, that's why, like I said, I like about these type of games because, like, I mean, I love classic games. Like, I mean, I've been playing for a very long time. Like, I mean, it's just that. Right. Right. I could see that. Yeah, I could see that. You know what? Me and a friend of mine done one time. We actually done boat races. Like I said, yeah, I know. I do understand what you're coming from, this, Sir Dougley, 100%. There is so much stuff is missing here. Yes. Like, I mean, you could build anything. Why not use and utilize everything that you can build? Like, I mean, you do have, like, rings, like point rings and stuff in this game, but they don't have it utilized. You cannot use it. It's a decoration. It's kind of stupid in a way. Like, you got gold coins you can pick up. Like, I mean, I can understand, like, I mean, they do respawn on their own and stuff like that. But I understand that. But, like I said, I like to see that being utilized at 100%. Because it's not. It's basically you building your club world. Like I said, you can make a hockey arenas, you can make it different things like that. And you can make point scores, but you got to keep it in your head. You know what I like to see in this game? What you got done in Minecraft. You can actually literally make it out of redstone. I like to see you be able to have a point counter that you can actually put it over some of the hockey arenas and stuff like that. So when you actually make a goal, and that instead of hearing just a ding, but you'll get a number above the goldie or the goal crease, and then you can actually be able to keep score. Like, I mean, it'll be a lot more fun that way because you'll be like, hey, I can actually do this and whatnot. And that'll be another different concept. I know. It's just weird. I know. Like I said, it's just so much. Yeah, I do agree with you. When it comes to building, they should come up with a better concept. Because, like, I mean, Minecrafters, after doing it, why can't Trove do it? Like, I mean, they do have, I know they don't have, like, the textured blocks, like I said, to a point, but you still do have colored blocks and other ideas than that. So, yeah, that would be a great idea. Like, I mean, hey, Sir Dougley, why don't you just send those ideas to the devs to see what you can actually do with it? Like, I mean, I would actually do that and try to support it, too. Basically, I'll give you a thumbs up for that, dude. 100%. Like I said, I'll be right with you 100%. Like I said, when it comes to that, if you need a backer, you got me, because that sounds like a lot of fun when it comes to that. Oh man, that really sucks. Well, you know, like, I mean, some ideas do get filtered into the game. A lot of ideas gets filtered out, and a lot of the fun ideas that you can think of gets filtered out. I know. Well, like I said, it's like getting the hotfixes and patches for this game. Sometimes you'll actually be waiting a long time for those, and that is the great big huge problem. Like, I mean, you'll be waiting months and months and months and months. People be saying, "Hey, we need this fixed. We need this fixed as of yesterday," And I know it's all to do with the coding and development, and to me, sometimes that comes if you already know your code, you know how to fix it. You know how to hot fix it. Like I mean, just basically, it shouldn't take like that much time to come to the console. Even PC has the same problem. Like you're waiting months and months and months for an update. You're even waiting longer on the console. So it doesn't help with the crashes and stuff either. Like I mean, there is a lot of fixes and stuff like that that's after happening to the game. I know they do layer their old content with the new content. That is also another issue. Like I mean, I could go into Geo Topside here, and I could go back about 4 years ago when when you had the mining event. Those flowers are still on the ground. They're basically not even being used anymore or even utilized. And it's kind of stupid that they're still there. Like, I mean, I just don't get it. What do you mean by cry fest? It's not a cry fest, my friend. But it's funny, though. Yeah, I know you like Trove, dude. It's the same thing here. Like, I mean, that's why I spent so many years playing this, and I don't mind spend that much time, and I don't mind doing the research for people either. Let the people know exactly what's coming out and stuff like that. Right. That's exactly. I see the potential, but the potential is there, but it's not been. Yeah, yeah, but it always will be close. Sir Dogley, it always will be close. It'll never make it because it's way it's designed, it's way it's developed. It's a developed software that can be developed a lot more, but they don't think about the ideas itself. Or if you do think about the ideas, they're like, okay, we can get copyright for this, or I can have problems with like I say with Microsoft doing with the Minecraft. But you know, yeah, it can be done that way. It can be done that way, but it's not. It's like, I mean, I can understand, like I said, building something and having fun with something. Like, I mean, I've seen what you did with your world, and I love your club world because you bring people together with it and whatnot too as well. But the only problem is there is lacking. It's missing, and it's like that's why it's fun like to do mazes. It's fun to do, like I said, with the arenas. It's fun to do with all that, but it's still a lot of stuff that's missing. It's like I said, just the small details can make a big difference, like graphics details, a little bit more customizations, a little bit more the stuff to do with the blocks that's currently available in the game, and so on and so forth. Well, like I said, they got all different colors of glass, they got different colors of blocks, but do they have any absolutely fun blocks? Not really. They do have a few. Yeah, I know. I seen what you had. Like I said, I seen your streams and stuff like that, dude. Like I mean, I'm floored what you have in your club world. Like I mean, I would not want to build the same thing, but I like to see. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's meant for pixel art and stuff like that because you got the colors. Like I mean, when it comes to like Minecraft and stuff, is more made for the technical side. This game doesn't have a technical side as of such. It's missing that. It's missing that technical side. It makes a big, huge difference between the two. And that's why I said the two games are very successful. But just Minecraft has a little bit more bite to it, a little bit more stuff to it. Right. Yeah, exactly. But like I said, yeah, I know exactly what you're saying there. Like, I mean, with that. But see, but you can speed build in Minecraft. Like, I mean, you can basically place multiple blocks by jumping and whatnot. Yeah, it does have better hit protection, hit detection. I do agree with you on that too as well. It has some better stuff. Right. Right, right, right. I do agree with you on 100% on that. And like I said, for me, playing both games and mastering both games, like I said, I do agree with you 100%. But the only thing is, like I said, there's a lot of potential in this game itself, but it's not given attention. Like, I mean, I would love to see this game turn into basically kind of like Minecraft to a point. This game would explode with people. Like, I mean, I know it's a lot of players still between PC and stuff like that and consoles, but I mean, even the consoles are not together. Right. That's another problem. You don't have crossplay. You do not have this activated crossplay. I would love to be able to say, hey, I like to be able to play against a PC player and be able to help them out or whatever the case may be and have one huge scoreboard. Like, I mean, you'll have like a scoreboard for each one of the consoles, and everybody be able to communicate with each other and stuff like that, and be able to help each other out. So I could join your spot, or you can join mine. We don't have to necessarily have a bunch of like numbers on the screen and say what PR is what, or whatever the case may be. Yeah, I know, but it's what it is. Yeah, it's crazy. Yep. But this game is a lot of fun. Like I mean, that's just why, like I said, I spend so much time playing it. But it's what it is. It does have a level of basically be kind of boring at times. But the boredom, people keep on coming back to it. It's a game that basically I don't think it'll ever die completely because of that reason. But a lot of people still come back to it after, even after you take a 2 or 3 year break. But see, the problem is if you take a 2 or 3 year break, you're missing a lot of the content because you do keep on coming off with the content to pretty much every month. And people don't realize that either. But like, I mean, you come off with mounts or coming off with stuff that you could grind for and so on and so forth. That makes a big, huge difference at the end. And that's exactly what I look at. And like I said, it's just crazy. It's just crazy overall of what I've seen so far in the development. I love the way this game was developed because it's a lot of fun. But the mechanics are much harder to learn in this game than what it's in Minecraft and stuff like that. And I will say Minecraft as a like or basically a clone. Well, basically, this is a clone of Minecraft with Diablo 3 style. Diablo is the two most popular games out there. Diablo 3 is still pretty popular out there, but it's more popular on PC than it's on console. Sadly, like I said, I do play that game from time to time on PC because it's a lot of fun. Like I said, the console, it's still kind of active, but like I said, just because of the reasons why, like with the modders and hackers and stuff like that, it turns a lot of people away, and that's exactly what's happening with the console version. But with PC version, everybody's legit and everybody's on the same page. If I started off with a level one character, you start off with a level one character, and so on and so forth. But it is still the most popular games out there. And that's exactly the way Trove was built. Now, the engine looks different, the graphics looks different, but the concept is no different. Yeah, that's hilarious. Like I said, well, think of it this way. Basically, Diablo 2 is actually a lot of fun to play too. But it's just what it is. Like, it's just crazy, you know? Like, I mean, just exactly why, like I said, I love looking at all the different games that other games try to be, even the games today. This is why I was saying to people, I said, the games never really changed much. Graphics and stuff did. Like, the racing games are exactly the same. The freaking about 15 or 20 years ago, they never really changed much. Like I said, even the adventure games and stuff like that never changed much. But every other game that's made now, they're trying to copy every other game. That was basically in classics or in legendaries, legendary like games and stuff like that. Uh, like I say, PSO or Fantasy Star. There's another game that's actually fun to play, but a lot of people don't play it on console or anything like that, just because I really don't know why. But I mean, I guess it's not. It doesn't look appealing enough. But I remember playing that on the Dreamcast back in the day, and so on and so forth. So and then that game is being copied so many different times too in different games. Like they made Maple Story from that game. Like Maple Story is another PC game, of course. I played that. It was horribly done. It was a horrible mod done from that game. But you gotta remember everything from like I said, 1996 till 2010. All these games are coming back with refreshed names or graphics. That's all That's all they're doing. That's all the developers are doing now currently. And like I said, it's like the reruns of movies. Like you're watching Freddy vs. Jason and stuff like that. The Friday the 13th movies. They're just remakes of the 80s classics. So yeah, that's another one too. I will see that. That's definitely a good clone of that. Yes, I do agree with you. That's a lot of fun, but it's a lot more fun to play with people. Like I mean, I played that game solo, and I done a stream of that itself back in the past, just to show off the game and stuff like that. Like I mean, it's a lot more fun if you've got a crew that you can actually play with and stuff like that. It makes a great big huge difference at the end of the day. So, it's what you play and what the graphics you like to play. I don't go for games for graphics. I go for games for gameplay. Like, if it's got a good gameplay, it's got a good hold, that's going to keep me for a while. If it's one of those shitty games, I'm not going to be playing it for that long. Because what's going to happen is, those games that is really shitty, you're going to find, basically, you're going to find a lot of kids picking it up, and it's going to be short-lived. It's going to die. It's going to die very quickly and whatnot, because the clone is so badly done, or whatever the case may be. It's like what happens to Cyberpunk 2077, which is a clone of GTA 5. And you can't say it's not, because it's so much similar, it's not even funny. It's just a little bit more futuristic with graphics and stuff. As I said, it's bent on graphics, not bent on gameplay. And the thing is, if it's lacking in one department, the game is going to get such a bad review from all those classic gamers that's used to playing all these other games. They're going to say, no, I don't want to look at it, don't even want to see it, don't even want to play it, don't even want to even feel the casing of it. It's just like, screw that. Like, I mean, and plus, if it's overhyped and stuff like that, overhyped is what's going to get the people at the very beginning, and then it's going to basically die. Right. Think of it this way. The only thing is, it just tells me that a lot of people will go for the eye candy more so than the gameplay. Like, I mean, I played Trove. It's blocks. It's whatever, but it's a two games combined into one. Why not? But it's not a bad game itself. There's actually other games too as well that you can actually do and enjoy itself. Like, I mean, you just got to know what clones are out there. What game is made from another game? What game is made from from what era? And if it's actually a good game, like, I would love to see. Actually, the funniest thing is, I would love to see Ghouls and Goblins from the Super Nintendo being remade into a 3D game. That would be like what they done with the Castlevania for, like, to say, the GameCube and stuff. They actually made a 3D world out of it. That would actually be awesome to do with some of those type of games. Like, have it something that you can actually walk around into and basically kill a bunch of enemies and stuff like that. That would actually be a good MMO, to be exact. People mightn't think of it that way, but the way the game was designed, even back then, it's a hard game, but it'll still be a blast to play. especially with the new graphics and stuff. So, like I said, it's just what games used to be good. Some of them, some are getting remade, but in a bad way. Right, right. See, I would like to see that, but the only thing is that's never going to happen either. Like I would like to see, like I say, Batman got it close. It's got it close when it comes to battle and stuff like that. But you got to remember, Batman does not kill people, so like it doesn't work. Like I mean, you're not going to run around with a battle royale and just go along and start basically trying to shoot people because you don't have guns. So you just got batons instead. No, it just no. I'm sorry, that doesn't work. But like I said, Batman was the very closest one to that type of concept, but without guns. So you basically, yeah, it just yeah. I just can't say in no more and nothing else but that. So there is games out there though. Like I said, there's clones of every single game out there. And like I said, the clones started back in the very beginning of 2000s. Now there's some good clones out there. There's some bad clones. There's so many clones. Like I mean, you gotta remember, okay, if EA comes out with a game, there's gonna be another company that's gonna come and try to make a better game of EA games because EA is just really, really bad with games. But they'll come up with the concept. Like EA is great for we're starting with the concept. I've seen some of the stuff that they had. EA is known for a lot of different types of games. They're known for adventure games now. They're known for racing games and hockey games, like all different types of sports games. They got Madden. You got every type of thing out there as well. So yeah. Uh, yes, that would be actually a great concept too. Yeah, that would be a lot of fun. Like, I mean, to that point. See, I never got into, like I said, the Battle Royale games before, but it would still sound very, right, right, right. That would be a great concept. That would be an awesome concept. But I think of it this way. Think of it this way, this type of concept. If you mixed these two games together, you've got like kind of like I would like to see the Mega Man was already done in 3D, but imagine doing a like Mega Man in kind of how can I say it? Like I said, a battle royale kind of concept, like what they got done already with some of the characters, not all of them. But they take a Mega Man game itself, take all the physics of Mega Man, and put it not as a side scroller, but put it as an adventure that you can actually fight anything. There's no limit to what you can actually fight. You can basically have your friends coming over. You can have a duel, and you actually get points and stuff for doing it. So you can actually change your weapons. You can change your loadouts. You can change everything, and basically not just have one type of basic loadout. You can actually change your armor to change your elements. Right. There was already an open world, kind of, but it was poorly done back in the day. Basically, it's called Mega Man Worlds, to be exact. And that would actually be a great idea. Like, I mean, yeah. Like I said, just go along and take that two concepts. That would be pretty damn sweet. That would be awesome. Like, I mean, I would love to see that type of game coming out. Hey, and no, just call it Emmy. Missing entertainment. Yeah, that'd be kind of funny though. But actually, no. Then you might get sued by Microsoft because they did have a Windows ME. Crap. I just thought about that for a second. I was like, oops, can't do that. Uh, gotta love the corporate businesses. Boy. But it's a lot of fun. Just think of it this way. But no, AE has already been used. There's a game called After Earth already, so that will not work. You get sued for getting that. No, 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 no. That can't be done that way. No, definitely not. Yeah, all of a sudden you're like, hey man, I've got this. Yeah, I know. But what I'm saying is, it would be a great concept in that way. But yeah, you don't want to get sued by another company from using a game name. No, 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 no. That would not work. Um, it'll be kind of funny though, to do it that way. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, it's what it is, you know. But to think of it all, the concept and what you can actually come up with in the future, it is a little. Some of the ideas that you can come up with is pretty screwy. Like, I mean, overall, and like I said, when it comes to like say thinking about something, and it sounds like it would work to a point. Like, I mean, is that not just is that you itself, but you know, I mean, game companies like they mean making clones, making everything else, and you know what I mean. Like, I mean, basically, they keep on coming out with stuff, and all they're doing is just remaking things. That's all they're doing. They're not coming up with nothing new, as of such. Like I said, they come up with a little different graphics or something like that, but that's all they're doing. And that's like I said, that's why I hate Clone Wars. I hate Clone Wars. I don't mind Star Wars to a point, but that's even that those games are being played to death too many times over, because it starts repeating itself over. So yeah. So I guess, like I said, that's exactly what's happening with the sitting with the software. It's just too much of it. It's way too much of it, and it's just basically yeah. Like, I mean, really, if you look at all the old-fashioned games, look at Super Nintendo, look at the Dreamcast. Dreamcast had some good games too. It didn't have many good titles, but they had a few before they actually kind of bankrupt on the system, and so on and so forth. But I would love to see it basically some of those games being remastered and be redone. Like, okay, basically you got basically, if I can pronounce it right, you got Yokosan Kwami. It's been remastered. That's from the Dreamcast too. A lot of people don't know that, and you've got other different games that's been redone from the old consoles. But some of the games are actually fun to play too. Like, I mean, it's easy trophies and stuff like that. But a lot of these games don't get recognized at 100% either. It's like playing Trove. The Trove don't get, like, I mean, I will tell you this. Go to the internet, besides typing in Trove, look for ads for Trove. Look for any placements that will actually explain what Trove is itself, or basically have any type of ads in for it. There's almost none whatsoever. This is why basically that's what keeps the game going as well, because you get new players from ads, different things like that. It's very little out there for the game. This is why, like I said, when I'm doing my streaming and stuff, because it to try to helps to keep the game alive a little longer, and so on and so forth. And waiting for the next new update, and depends on what the next new update is going to give, and so on and so forth. So, like I said, it's not just one side of the coin, but it's like working with whatever that's out there now, and waiting for whatever. And that's exactly why I do still play it, because I rather use this to basically let the people know this game still exists, and for those people that are still playing it, and for new and upcoming players. That's what my YouTube channel is about. This is what it is, and also helping players too at the same time. So it's a bunch of stuff mixed together. And I don't mind doing that at all. Like I said, I'm after helping people level just a little bit. Yeah, I know, but the only thing is, it's not the worst MMO in the world. It's a free sandbox game that you can do a lot with. If, like I said, there is points missing in it, but you can still live without those points. And yes, it does crash from time to time. I know if you're streaming and stuff, it stops streams. Like, I mean, you could still play just a normal game, and that could still happen. Right. That's awesome. Like, I mean, That's support. That's support for the game. Why not? This game basically should get all the support it could actually muster, because it's a classic game. If it dies, and if it dies out, there's a lot of people going to be just very disappointed, at least the ones that spent money into it. Yeah, yeah, exactly. But it's not the worst video game in the world. It's actually very customizable. It's just a couple of customizes in the game itself that it's missing, which I would like to see. And like I said, that's why I was saying before, like PSO, like Fantasy Star Online, or PSO 2, which is the new one that's out there now, New Genesis. That is actually basically an old classic game, and that's another game, like I said, that it's got poor reviews. Seriously, it was really popular back in Dreamcast, but like it's like Trove. It's crazy. Like, I mean, I don't get what people are looking for the game. Are they looking for everything to be handed to them, or whatnot, or what are they trying to do, or what are the basically people trying to say? And that's the thing. Like, I mean, if they're looking for like Minecraft, okay, Minecraft is really popular. One, because it's easy. But if you get into the mechanics of the Minecraft, I will still tell you this: it's one of the friggin' hardest games to learn, because there's so many mechanics and stuff that you can actually learn. It's not just the redstone, but how to utilize your villagers, how to utilize all your ground to basically make more of every square inch, so on and so forth, so you can actually make yourself more efficient. This is exactly why, like I said, I play these type of games, because, hey, basically I love the complexity of it. I'm not just going along in this rushing the game, try to complete the dragon. No, I'm actually going along and learn all the mechanics, try to teach the people the mechanics, do videos on the mechanics, and keep on trucking with that. Now, I love doing that stuff. I've been doing that for a long time in that direction too. Like, I mean, it's just what it is, what people, it gets people itself, is those gamers that actually learns all this stuff in the game, and other people see people doing it. I was like, oh my god, I didn't even know that was available. Can I do that? And even though they might mess up at it a little bit, or whatever the case may be, they start learning quite a bit about it. Same with Trove and stuff like that. There is no difference. Like, I mean, if you've got, like I said, a good guide that you could follow, and so on and so forth, then you've also got the other information. It can make a game a lot fun. But the great huge problem is itself is like people just don't give sometimes the game a chance, or just don't want to learn something into the game itself, or just get. I'm after going along and say playing Minecraft, and people are like, "Hey man, I'm bored with this game." I said, "You just played for about 15 to 20 minutes." I said, "How can you be bored?" I just nothing to do. I said, "How can there be not nothing to do?" You don't get what it is. Basically, it's a kind of like I said, it is still a sandbox game, but it's a huge game. Like, I mean, there is a point of actually going to the edge of the map and stuff like that, and like I said, it's what it is, and that's exactly what you get to look at. Like, I mean, when you go into a map, you basically go mining and stuff like that. Now, it's just more than mining. You got to learn how to basically utilize your villagers, not just 3, 4, or 5 villagers. I'm after taking 40 and 50 villagers, making a shop out of them, trading every single book and everything else. It takes a couple of hours to set one up, but it's a heck of a lot quicker than fishing. And at least if you got multiple people, just say if you got a friend over going along and saying, "I'd like to be able to have this book and this book and this book and this book," then you know, basically you better give them the books. Yeah, well, you could do that with that, but what I'm saying is, if you utilize them correctly, like, I mean, you can put kind of prisons and stuff for them, yes, if you really wanted to. But if you really wanted to utilize like all the books and stuff that you can get from the library, you'll actually be able to have unlimited amount of books and stuff like that. Like, I mean, unlimited amount of basically emeralds, unlimited amount of iron, and unlimited amount of basically kelp, unlimited amount of wood, unlimited. Well, basically, you can play survival like creative if you really wanted to. If you really spent the time, it just takes a little bit more time to do it, but it does work at the end of the day. So yeah, you just got to know exactly what to do with it and what direction to go in with it. Like, I mean, as I said before, and I said this in my stream before, that I played as much Minecraft as I played on here on Trove. So it's just one of those things. I know I love both games because they're so similar but so different at the same time. And I did play Diablo 3 at one point, but it just got overhacked and stuff like that on the console. And so, like I said, sometimes I still do play it on PC. I just don't stream it or anything like that because it's fun to play with people, and they do have like a community for it, and it is still a very, very strong game out there, which is a lot of fun. Anyway, going back to Trove, like I said, what I mentioned before, if you like the stream so far, you can hit that follow button. All the support is mutual appreciated, of course. Also, be able to keep in touch with when I'm streaming and stuff like that as well. I do also have a YouTube channel as well that you can check out. I'm basically Gamersmith on there. Just look for the Blue Wolf, or just look at my description and you'll see a link there, and you'll be able to click on that and go straight to there. So you'll be able to basically look at all my past videos. I've got Trove broken down in so many sections that will help you basically to get your PR, get your mastery up and stuff like that, and basically enjoy the game. Like I said, I see people, like I said, getting stuck at 5K PR. I see people going along and getting stuck at 10K, and then they start quitting the game. They basically said, okay, screw this, I can't not do this anymore, and whatnot. Another thing, another part of my service too, I do supply. If you are a new player to the game itself, I will supply one set of stellars. And stellars are basically just flux for me right now. It's just like, yeah. But I don't mind supplying one set of stellars to your main character, so you can get that little bit of PR to start off with. So you're not starting off with nothing. Like I said, I do play on the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5. I do play on PC, but I'm not that active on PC currently. And I'm also trying to get a new controller for my, so I can get DPI for my controller, so I can get a lot better response time. Because I already had one, but it actually got water damaged. So I've got to get a new one now. I've got one on order, so I'll be able to go back and start playing PC and stuff like that as well. So, like I said, it just takes time to do that, and so on and so forth. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, like I said, this is my morning stream. I'll be streaming later, probably later on, if the storm and everything else do not knock out my power. So I'm going to say thanks for the follows, guys. I'll probably see you on the next one. And peace it for now, and have a great one. And like I said, do what you do, and just have fun with it. Peace out.